Thank you for joining us for our virtual learning series, Pandemic Playbook, Marketing Preparedness Through COVID and Beyond. Our goal is to help you, our valued clients, navigate your marketing plans following the COVID crisis. When we emerge from this pandemic, things will look a little different, and so should your advertising messages. Each week, we'll be offering guidance from our team of experts, and this week's topic is creative. With me here today is Jennifer Dragon, Creative Director for Cox Media Group's premier creative services team in Atlanta. Jen, I know your team has been working hard over the past few weeks to pivot our digital ad creative for our clients. If you're a local business, how should you be changing your messaging right now?
There's a lot that you need to do. I mean, first, you have to look at what you're already running. That's so crucial. Like, is there anything in there that is, suddenly by today's standards, not acceptable, right? Big gatherings, just the imagery that you're using, make sure that it is appropriate. And if not, stop it right away. That is first step. But then moving on to, kind of how to pivot your messages for these times, right? A lot of different businesses are doing this a number of different ways, depending on the type of business they're in. So essential businesses like, say, home services, for example, pipes are still going to break. Electricity is still going to short. Things are going to happen around your house. So today's consumer doesn't only want to know about the number of years you've been in business or even specials as much as they want to understand that if you're coming into their home, that you're going to follow CDC guidelines and keep that social distance. I want to show you a few examples of some of the things we've seen with regard to home services specifically. We as Cox Media Group service markets all over the country, so we have just seen a ton of this come in. So, sometimes it's helpful to take a look at what other people are up to as well. Fence in a box. They will bring all the things you need to build a fence right to your home and let you put up your own fence. The actual copy on this ad says downtime, put a fence up. Next to that, you can see that there is a FAS windows and doors. Obviously, their main core business was, prior to this, windows and doors. But suddenly, they're talking about that home office, right? Priorities has shifted. People suddenly need home offices in a way that they didn't just a few months ago. So finding that aspect of your business that is specifically helpful at this time is a really good thing to do. There's another example here. Your very own Precision Garage Door has done a great job of shifting their message. As an essential business, they're going to come into your home, but again, follow all of those guidelines and keep your family safe.
Now, Jen, many of our clients are travel and entertainment based. Central Florida is one of the top tourist destinations in the world with so many fun and exciting things to do for both tourists and locals right here in our own backyard. With most of these places closed, what should clients be thinking about?
Yeah, I mean, no doubt when your whole business is interfacing with the public and suddenly you haven't or not able to, that's a challenge, right? But your very own Gatorland did something really interesting. They know that people can't come into the park right now, but they've started this School of Crocs. So every Saturday morning at 10 a.m., you can tune in on Facebook and actually still experience those animals. It's really about remaining top of mind. Of course, you'd love to have the guests, but at the time you can't. So the best you can do is maintain that visibility and connection with all those users that will be back. But you want to make sure you stay top of mind throughout. And, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk a little bit about our friends over at Disney. I mean, some of the best examples you can get is kind of looking around at what other people are doing. And as you can see on this slide, two things I just saw in the course of the last 2 days, which are great ideas. One is Big Thunder Mountain at the top. They're doing a virtual ride through. And not only that, kind of educating users as they go through the origin of the ride and certain other facts about the ride. What a great way to keep people excited about what you have going on in your park if they can't be there. And the other example, of course, is the bedtime hotline where Mickey and friends will call you at night. Now, of course, not all of these translate into all entertainment, but the fact is we all have something that people came to us for that we could provide for them virtually while they can't be with us in real time.
Definitely. I know my kids are enjoying that Mickey hotline. Such a great idea. Now, for the rest of our clients, for all of our clients, what are 3 things that they should be thinking about?
The fact of the matter is we don't know when this is going to end. And, while we do absolutely need to think toward the future, there's certain steps you want to take right now. And like I mentioned before, that is looking at what you have out there, auditing, looking with a fresh new set of eyes through all types of your advertising messaging, whether that be, broadcast, on air, or digital. Make sure that suddenly what you had out there wasn't something that, will work against you at this time. And then brainstorm about ways to keep connected with your customers. Sometimes it's very simple. It's more cut and dry. Talk to them about your CDC guidelines. If you're a restaurant, about your new ways of, offering up your menu via curbside, or all of the changes that you've made in your business. But then the next step, and it's never too early to start thinking about what's next. I mean, this is shifting daily. Suddenly we're talking about a phased approach. It certainly doesn't hurt to think about, all right, if this does follow a phased approach, what does my first phase look like, and my second phase and my third phase? And while this needs to be fluid, because what's out there is changing every single day, it is never too early to start thinking about, what would it look like if tomorrow we found out we could all go out? What would you want your business to be on the forefront saying to invite those customers back home? So those are the 3 things I'd recommend for right now.
Now, with so much uncertainty, is it too early to start thinking about the future? Like, what's next?
It's never too early to start thinking about the future. Again, it's a really fluid situation, as we all know, but we are going to come out on the other side. So what are those 30, 60, 90-day plans? And again, they're going to remain fluid. They may change, but just to start outlining for your business, what would it look like when the world is sort of out and about again? How are you going to make sure that you're one of the first people they think of when they go out? People are going to be looking to do things. Certainly we will see people really actively participating in life again. And we want to make sure that your business is on top of all that, and that's what people are thinking about when they can go out.
Well, Jen, thank you so much for your advice. The message is definitely clear. What you do now to prepare your business will make a big difference on the other side of this. Thanks for watching Pandemic Playbook, Marketing Preparedness Through COVID and Beyond. Stay safe.